Hello, beautiful beings. How are you today? It is so wonderful to be with you. I'm coming to you live from Nashville, Tennessee, and my name is Asrael. And yeah, I just want to take a moment and settle in and arrive and feel the energy of the space and this place that we're all creating together. And yeah, just ask you all how you're doing right now. How are you? How are things this week in the collective? Are you noticing a space of peace or chaos, or is it an in between? For me, it's been yeah a lot of tiredness. Um, I don't know if there's something I'm processing for the group collective or just a sense of transformation that's happening deep within the surface and underneath the surface. Feels like we're moving through things that are bigger, I think, than our minds or our energy systems can really make sense of. And as we move through the change of seasons too, right? Coming into the space of the fall, I think our bodies are just saying, okay, it's time to slow down a little bit. It's time to settle and get some rest. So that's where I've been in the space of um, pretty busy in my day to day life, and at the same time noticing this deep fatigue and trusting there's something bigger moving through me. So I'm curious how you are. Feel free to leave some notes under the show or find me on Facebook. I'm always curious about how the collective is doing and what we're needing right now. And so, for that being said, I thought I'd pick a card for the week, something that could really support us as we're moving through each of our own unique and personal challenges and flows. Something that will sort of maybe give us support or point us in the direction to the place that we can find the most nourishment and nurturing. And today I'm feeling really drawn to pick an animal card, and I'm picking the card from Maya Toll's deck. And these cards are very simple, but very beautiful, and usually speak deeply to me. For those of you watching the video, you'll be able to see it. And for those of you listening in, just take a moment and feel the energy. What is it that we most need this week? I picked this card a couple weeks ago for another group that I work with, and it's powerful. It's the Whooper Swan, and the energy and the flow of it is love fiercely. And it's these beautiful, beautiful, beautiful white swans that are sort of like crossing their necks together, and this beautiful pink light is flowing off of them. And what this comes for me and comes through for me is that, like, what in our heart and what in our energy is really calling for us to stand forward in right now. It's not necessarily about loving another person, although it might be, but it's like, where are we being called to stand in our power and find that flame of light and beauty and flow that really, really, really wants to shine bright? When we look at a lot of what's going on in the collective right now in these days, that's part of what we're being asked to do. We're not being asked to just like do the status quo anymore. We're not being asked to stay safe, and we're not being asked to fit in a box for what we were told we should do or what we thought we should do, right, to survive. This energy of the love fiercely and of the swan is like to move forward from the heart, to open beyond the bounds of what we think is possible. Because the truth is, all and anything is possible. And it's only our minds and our energy that, our energy constructs are locked in this prison where we can't see a way out. And so, this message for this week is very powerful because it brings in the sweetness and the softness of the swans and their energy, but it's also got the fierceness of trusting in your heart, trusting in your power, trusting in the light and the energy that you're here to embody and follow that and know that it will take you where it needs to go. And I think so many of us are in this unique position right now, right? Our old identities are falling away. Things with the work, a lot of people who are in a more traditional work setting are letting it go. And stepping into the space of, well, this is what I need, and this is where I need to go. Um, Big moves, big shifts in relationships. Follow that joy, trust in the process, and this week especially, listen to your heart. If it's saying yes, even if there's fear there, go for it. That is definitely a very clear message coming through. So, yeah, I'm really some calls. I know we have Cheryl in Ohio on the line, so I'm really ready to open to your questions or anything you might need support with at any time, Cheryl. And then if I have time, I'll take another one and we'll just, yeah, see what the universe wants to provide.
Hello.
So, hi, Cheryl. How are you doing this evening?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm wonderful. So you're calling in from Ohio?
Yes, ma'am, I am.
Yeah. How can I support you today?
Well, I'm not really sure what it is that you do, like tarot or medium. I guess just any messages that you can give me.
Yeah, I really work with the individual. I don't consider myself a medium, but if there are beings there that come through, I definitely connect with them and will let you know. I can choose some cards if that feels right. And what I think I'd like to do first is just sort of tune into your energy and see what it is that wants to come through and be shared. Do you have any specific questions or anything specific going on, or are you looking more just general with what wants to come up
No,
and through
I
for you
guess
today?
just with the general, whatever the universe is willing to give me to help me along.
Perfect. Yeah. So I'll take a moment and I'm just going to be silent. And when I'm usually just connecting into your energy field and seeing what it is that I sense and feel and what wants to be shared. Sometimes guides and angels will come in and give messages at this time. Sometimes a loved one will be there. Usually they'll pop up when I start like going into more of a reading. But we'll just see what one wants to come through. And so I just may be silent for a moment or two more. So one of the things that comes through is that there's something that is how do I say this? There's something that's like you forward. Um, there's an energy or a direction that's asking you to move towards it. When I'm seeing in your energy body, it's like maybe opening up for you. That's something that is new and different. It carries with it some excitement, and it's not fully formed yet or fully into place yet. We will pull some cards to see what comes through around it. And the message that I'm getting from your guides and spirits is that it's really important and going to be very helpful for you to stay grounded and to do things that are going to bring you sort of into an embodied state um, as much as possible. You feel very light. You feel very light. There's actually a personal angel or guide who's quite close to you, close to you a lot of the time. And they're going to be here to guide you towards this new transition or this new opportunity. And they're again more on your left side. It's a being of golden light. And my sense is it's got to do with something with your growth, so personal growth on some level. It might have a little bit to do with like career, but if it's career, it's not like a sudden shift or change in career. It would be just again finding some um, more well-being or more like just more embodiment and integration with it, and to take you into like alignment with what you're really wanting to do in a bigger way. But there might be a tendency at times to get in your head a little bit, or to like overthink. And so the guides are sort of saying, like, let's come down into that body, come down into a space where you're feeling grounded and connected with the earth. And so even just now, noticing your feet on the earth or noticing your sit bones on the chair and coming into a place where it's like, okay, I'm here, taking a deep breath in and exhaling. Because what's happening, and again, I will pull a card in a moment, but what's happening is there's this energy that's like this possibility that's there, but it's sort of in the ether still. And they're like, for it to fully manifest, it's really about you again coming into that grounded state of being and then moving forward towards it. And I'll see if clarity comes on what moving forward towards it means in a moment. Okay. Any questions
Uh,
about that so far?
no, that all made perfect sense to me. It all made
Yeah,
perfect sense.
good. Yeah, and your guide and angel there, like again, it feels sometimes maybe more of a guide than an actual angelic being. It has a little bit of masculine energy, but it's still it's not like a man. But it's very, very powerful. It's very close, and it's very much there to help you. So just ask for its support when you're feeling unsure, or if you're needing the help to get grounded. They will definitely step in and support you. So I'm just going to pull a couple cards now and see what comes through.
Okay.
And so the question I'm asking is, just at this time, what does Cheryl need to know for the immediate future and then stepping forward into any new opportunities?
Okay.
Ah, beautiful. And I'm just going to pull a few cards and then I'll let you know. Oh, beautiful. So there's a lot of support there for you. Okay. And there is a
Awesome.
journey coming. Yeah. And new beginnings. This is really beautiful. Beautiful. Oh, I love it when the cards come up like this. Okay. So the first two cards I picked were the King of Pentacles and the Queen of Cups. And so for those of you watching, I'll just show them to the screen. And King of Pentacles, to me, this speaks to me of a helper. So this could be father, husband. It could also be that guide or that energy. And then the Queen of Cups represents the energy of you, I believe, right? And so I don't see this again. This isn't necessarily a love thing, although it could be related to a relationship and it continuing in a positive way. But this is telling you the support is there. If there are financial worries, if there's things coming up where you're like, oh, can I really choose to put myself first? Can I really choose to move forward in this way? Can I take this leap on some level? It's like, yes, the support is there for you. There will be financial support there for you. There will be opportunities there for you. I don't see this again as a boss. I see it more as someone in your life that will support you, and that you're connected to in partnership of some level or in relationship of some level that really wants you to be able to follow your dreams. And so then there's going to be this journey, and it might even be like a journey by water. So I don't know if you're going to be. It's the Six of Swords, and so I don't know if you'll be maybe doing a training or going to do something different. But there's going to be again something you're going to be moving towards. Now you might not actually go on a trip or something like that. It could be again a movement through your emotions, through a space of growth, letting go of your identity. But in doing that, it's
Mhm.
like you've sort of got to trust in the unknown. You've got to say, I'm going to do this. I'm going to open to this. And as you do, this is just going to take you like it's almost like life is going to take you. And then the last two cards I pulled, well, I'll tell you what the last one I pulled. It wasn't a major arcana, but it's a beautiful card. But we have the Fool, which is a new beginning starting. Again, with the Fool, we always want to look at it as, oh, like watch your step. But my sense is you are so supported. I would encourage you not to watch your step too much and to really trust. I would say the watching the step piece is like, stay grounded, come into your body, know that you are held. And then the second card, the second to last card was the star, which to me, it's like, again, what I saw at the beginning, this is something that's going to bring you into greater connection with your truth, your path, with who you are. It is blessed. You are meant to step into this. It's going to be very clear what it is, even at times if it's unclear how to get there. This is close. This is 3 to 6 months, I would say. And then I pulled one more card that I'll share it, and it was the Nine of Swords in reverse. And so, Nine of Swords in reverse, it's like, to me, especially in this spread, it's like the grieving is done, right? The healing has happened, right? And
Yeah.
things that you've been afraid of or been afraid of stepping towards or of letting go, like this is the completion. Now that doesn't mean that there's not more layers at different times, but you've been in it, right? And it's like,
Mm-hmm.
now it's time for you to really be moving through a different process and a different space. And I am getting a message from some loved ones, and again, these loved ones, I don't have a clear sense. It's not like they're like, I'm Barney and this is who I am. But just know there is love shining down from you from above. It's beautiful. It's warm. It's golden. They are so, I'm getting shivers. Like I always cry when I connect with this. They are so proud of you. And there's so much love there for you. And like this energy of like peace and divine, just beautiful love. Is really being shown down. So if you are feeling or desiring any messages just from anyone close or that you've lost, just know that they're there and they are just watching down on you with the most beautiful love and light. And then, like I said, the word proud, they're proud of you came through. Um, so yeah, so that's that. Any questions or anything you'd like any more insight on around that?
The reading was spot on. It was
Yeah.
perfect. It made perfect
Yeah.
sense to me.
I'm so glad you.
I'm kind of disappointed that none of my loved ones reached out. I kind of wanted to hear from my father-in-law.
Oh, yeah. Well,
But I'm
he could be. Yeah, he could be one of the beings that I feel up there, right? Like and like that is shining down. Like I said, there. I don't feel any of them like. I don't want to say super close, but they're not coming down in this moment to speak to me. But I just feel these presences, like just like we're here, right? We're here.
they're
So.
there.
Oh yeah.
I really appreciate that. I really needed this message.
Oh, I'm really glad to hear that. And I'm so glad, whatever comes through, I always trust. And I'm so glad that you were able to get on the call today. And yeah, it's beautiful to share with you. Feel free to visit my Facebook page, follow, let me know like in a couple months what's happening if you want. I'm Asrael.love on Facebook. And yeah, I really am grateful to connecting with you today. And I wish you the best of luck. It's going to be amazing.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you for your time and your energy.
Yeah, so much love to you and wishes for a beautiful day.
You too.
And
Thank
so,
you.
yeah, bye. And so I do have time for one more call today. And this call is Lisa in West Perth, Australia. And for those of you just joining in, know that I'm Azrael from Nashville, Tennessee. I do energy readings, tarot readings. I don't do astrology on here, but I do astrology readings, human design. And yeah, and I hold group circles once a month. So feel free to find me on Facebook, www.facebook.com/Asrael.love, or to visit my website, Asrael, ASRAEL.love. And yeah, you can find out more about what I do and some of the easy ways to connect. I'd love to connect with you all. So hi, Lisa, are you here? It's good to meet you.
Yes, I am here. Yes, I am here. Nice to meet you too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. How can I help you today?
I've just come on to see what you have to say about my life as at current, please. and what you pick up.
About, sorry, I broke,
Just
yeah,
about my
I broke
current
up
life
a
and
little bit.
what
So,
you pick it up. Yeah, yep. Yeah, just about my
yeah,
current
so
life
just, yeah,
and
so
what's
what,
going on. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, perfect. So what I'd like to do, we've got about 8 minutes. And so what I'd like to do
Yep.
is I'd like to take a moment and just tune in and see what wants to come through. And then I'll share with you, similar as I did to my last caller, anything that comes up with the energy, and then I'll pull some cards. I have to say, I've never been to Australia, but I would love to go there. And I do have clients that live there or live there, and then one that's moving there. And I've just heard such wonderful things about it and the people. So it's really beautiful to connect with you today. Okay.
Thank you very much.
I'm going to just, yeah, I'm just going to take a moment and slow down. Oh, so the first thing I just want to say when I tune in and feel your energy, I feel a lot of beauty and a lot of joy that is possible for you. And I know joy is one of
Yep.
those things that sort of like slips, and sometimes we're like, wait, I don't feel that, I don't feel that. But I'm seeing like this long line of light almost moving through your energy body that's sort of connecting you with heaven and earth, right? And we all have the space for that in our, it's called Chishum Nanadi or Tai Chi Po, but it's very bright for you. And I'm just seeing a lot of like potential for love and joy moving out through your body. Like I just got a wash of beauty. It's really beautiful to feel and see.
Yep.
And so the guides are saying, don't be afraid to express it. Don't be afraid to express the creativity and the individual that you are, because you're not here to fit into the box, and you're not here to like hide. And there's been an energy, perhaps, or a potential, like you're not normally someone that hides, but there's it, but at times it's like, oh, like, can I fully feel this way and share it? Or there's a tendency sometimes to hold back. And so what's just being shared to me is like the world needs your brightness now. It is so important for you to just be you and to share your wild and beautiful form of creativity that you are.
Yep.
And don't be afraid to move forward. So it's interesting. I got that with the last caller in a different way. Like there's something pulling her. For you, I don't see something that's like pulling you or necessarily like opening up in front of you. We'll see what the cards say. But I see that there's there's a clear path for you for whatever you want to do. It's like you just sort of have to start walking that path. And sometimes there might again be this tendency to like, oh, I should slow down or I should go a little slower. And it's like, now's not the time, right? Like just one step in front of the other, see what comes, see what flows, and know that as you move forward, like any challenges or any blocks or any perceived blocks will just melt away. So I'm going to just pull a few more
Okay.
cards, a few cards here for you now. So what does Lisa need to know for her current life and situation? Okay. So you're being asked to really trust. So you're getting a lot of reverse cards. Now, it's interesting, reverse cards aren't always bad, but there's something again. Oh, yes. And then we got the okay, the final two cards. So I pulled quite a few cards for you. So I might, just because of time, go through them a little bit quickly. So the outcome is really good, but I think this is some of what I was picking up in the energy field. There is sort of this tendency to, again, you're bright, you're open, and then there's this tendency where you've been feeling squeezed or a little bit stuck. And I think there's all these like reverse cards coming up for that. Just about the swearing, but you're being asked to say like, that like, who am I and how do I really need to express yourself? On some level, you have been trying to fit in again to this box, or like you've been having to do what other sort of people want you to do. Now, this might be because it's just, you're a good daughter, or like at your job, like you've got to do it, but you're getting to a place where it's not serving you anymore. And so life is bringing a little bit of pressure or a little bit of energy that's saying, okay, it's time for you to really own your power and to own your truth and to take any of these perceived chains of bondage off. So the first card is the Six of Pentacles in reverse. And when it's right side up, it means like there's all these gifts being given and that you're going to be taken care of. And even though things are hard, it's like, oh, I'm going to be taken care of. And right now it's like, not that like you're not going to be taken care of, but it's like the things that have been keeping you safe, like in keeping you sort of locked in this box, they're not going to be as safe, and they're not going to like keep coming to you the way they have, because you're being asked to step out of it. We have the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. And what the Queen of Pentacles in reverse means to me is that there's like an uncertainty and a sense of like, again, I don't want to keep swearing, but you're going to say like, I don't want to do that. Like, I'm not here to fit in the box. I'm not here to be the good girl. I'm not here necessarily like to do what I'm supposed to do. It's time for me to move forward in a different way. But it feels sticky. We have the Six of Wands. I'm not really in reverse. I'm not really sure how to do this. And there's two competing energies, the King of Wands in reverse and the Knight of Swords in reverse. And these energies are like, again, like these people, I see them as outside people or outside energies. They might be specific people, or it might just be bigger energies who are like, but we want you to do this. And this is how you're supposed to be. So I'm wondering if it has something to do with perhaps family dynamic, or it has something to do, again, just with like older positions at work or something like that, where you kept showing up in a certain way. I've got 2 minutes, so I'm going to go quick. And it's like that isn't serving you anymore. So then the next card, the final two cards are really positive. We have the Three of Cups, and the Three of Cups are the women dancing. And it's like you finding your freedom, you owning that joy and saying, I'm not doing that anymore. And then we have the Devil, which is a major arcana card in reverse, which is freedom from bondage. It's taking the chains off. It's freedom from addictions, freedom from the things that have been keeping you held back or keeping you in the way. And it's sort of moving forward from that. And then the next card, I just pulled one more card, is the Hierophant. And that's like a direct line with spirit and being able to stand in your power and to trust yourself and move forward in that space. So my message for you truly is own your light. Look at the places where you're feeling constricted or held back or giving up of yourself, and then just like stand in your power, stand in your love, stand in the joy. You've got the energy in your system, and know that there's freedom and a lot of joy possible for you and to come. So I got 30 seconds. I would love to share more. I hope it made sense. If you have any questions, feel free to find me on Facebook. I would love to hear how that resonated for you. And big shifts coming. So
Yeah, it did resonate.
thank you.
Yeah, it did resonate great. Yes, thank you.
Yes, thank you so much. Yeah. And thank you all so much for tuning in. I'll be here next week at 9 p.m. Remember to love fiercely, stand in your power. Come visit me at www.asrael.love, and wishing you all the most beautiful day. Namaste.